Yeah, Suarez's numbers have been fantastic, and I do think Suarez Walker somewhat plays a handicapping role, both of them here. And the reason I say that is because I think teams often have a little bit of a letdown after their ace
Mm,
was on the mound, and that could be the case here. The Phillies, yeah, they won
okay.
5-2 yesterday, but they only did it with 8 hits, only had 4 guys left on base. So the maximum runs they could have gotten was 9. And I know that sounds like a lot, but that's the max. And the reason I point that out is because we've talked about it looks like the Phillies offense is cooling off a bit. And as you know, Dan, they've now put up 5 runs or less in 4 of their last 5 games.
Good point.
They've had 8 hits or less in 4 of their last 5 games. Those are all 8 hits or less is a below average night. And we see teams go through these ebb and flows. And obviously, at some point, the Phillies are due to cool off. And it's not just they're 35-14. They started 2-4. So they are 33-10 their last 43. Now, with that said, I'm not looking to fade a team that is still 7-1 their last 8. But I do think they're cooling off. I think there will be some fade opportunities at Colorado, at San Francisco coming up later this week and
Fair.
next. Could that be the flat spot? It would be very interesting. But if they are cooling off offensively and they're still pitching well, let's play the under. And I think it makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense in this game. And oh, by the way, it's the biggest total on the board. I don't quite get that. Open 9.5. It's now up to 10. It's the only double-digit line
Yep.
on the board. I think it's a good under spot. And not only is the offense cooling off, but as you mentioned, Walker is pitching well and he's coming off a subpar outing, which I always like to back quality starters after a subpar outing. He only lasted 3 1/3, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits against the Mets last week. Before that, he had a 6 inning, 1 run effort. So I think it's a nice bounce back for Walker. I think the Phillies offense is cooling off. Under 10 gives us a lot of wiggle room here tonight in Philly at 6:40 Eastern.
Yeah, the 10 doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if that Delco Air, thinned out or what, but the game's still being played at Citizens Bank Park. I know it's a hitter's park, but 10?